As far as AI, for the people who really don't know what it means or speculate on what it means, what exactly does it mean to you?
AI can be like a scary, overwhelming term for some people who maybe have never dabbled in it before. What I would say is the way that we're using AI today is any tool that can help you do whatever you're trying to accomplish, your job, your tasks, your admin, whatever the case is, in a faster, more streamlined, more effective way. If it can remove what I've heard termed decision fatigue, which is what's my next step, or how do I frame this email, or how do I describe this problem, and it can help get rid of some of that initial brainstorm fog that takes us a little bit of time to get over, then you can focus on doing what you do best, which is inputting your specialty and your expertise into the final product. So that's how I and my colleagues all use AI. That's what we think about when we use AI. It's not designed to replace a system. It's designed to speed up the thought process that's required to make good decisions.
So, how does this manifest itself in your products, and what do your products that use AI do?
Yeah. So Clue is an end-to-end equipment maintenance platform. We touch anything around heavy iron and heavy construction, heavy civil. And that means that every little bit of efficiency that we can improve in an operation makes a world of a difference when multiplied over the course of a fleet. In our particular case, a great example is, you can take a picture of a repair invoice from a subbed out mechanic when they're on a dozer doing a quick repair. And our app, our AI, will instantly absorb that repair invoice, whether it's from a screenshot or from a downloaded PDF via email, and it'll automatically copy over all the purchase orders, all the information, costs, everything like that, which then, of course, because we integrate with ERPs, gets transferred over to your finance system. So you're skipping the step where somebody's taking a piece of paper and then typing out that data into an Excel spreadsheet and then sending that spreadsheet over to the finance team so that they can then reconcile with the asset, with the project, or with the mechanics. So that's the short version of streamlining and removing steps in the process that allows people to do more of what they are really good at, their expertise, their specialty.
Okay, so as far as fleet managers go, you know from this meeting and from knowing fleet managers, their desks are so full of so many things.
Yeah.
What are some other ways that AI products can help them do their jobs?
Yeah, I think anytime that you have to do anything more than once, you should find a way to create a process that's repeatable. I learned that in business a really long time ago. How that applies to AI is, in construction, we're doing so many things over and over again. And if you can figure out how to create a daily inspection process that's easily repeatable, right? If you can create a way to create or automate a PM process that's easily repeatable across divisions, across different types of assets, across different individuals, right? Tenure, maybe a new guy who's just coming onto the team, or a mechanic, a tech who's been on your team for years. That's where AI can come in. How do you create something that's enough of a template where you only have to customize 20% of it based off of whatever use case you're looking at?
Okay, well, I know we're in the infancy of AI, right? And it's reached some higher levels in some other industries than construction. But if you could look into your crystal ball, where do you think it's going in construction? How big is this going to get?
I think AI is doing today to workplace efficiencies what the cell phone did and what the internet did, and having that internet in our pockets. So it's not a matter of like, do I need to learn this, or when do I need to get on this? It's just going to be the new way of life moving forward, where we're going to find a way to incorporate AI in everything that we do so that we can spend more of our time doing our jobs, which I think is what everybody really wants. Is like, get me away from the friggin' paperwork, get me away from all the garbage stuff, and let me go do my job, right? And I think that that's the value of AI. That's how I feel when I use it in my day-to-day, and I'm using it for so many things, even just having another brain to bounce ideas off of. It's a tremendous thing. So if you are thinking that AI is still a new thing and it's I'll get around to it later, you're gonna be left in the dust. It's already too late. You need to start learning about it and practicing it, even if it's simple things like helping you design a birthday card for your nieces and nephews or your grandkids. Just get comfortable with the fact that it's this new technology coming out, and you'll open up your mind to seeing the way that it could impact your day-to-day. And I think that's the beauty of it, is it really is going to become part of our day to day.
Can you tell me a quick story about how maybe you overcame resistance on the part of a fleet manager and how that person is doing now?
Yeah. We just published an interview with this gentleman who his biggest struggle was like he didn't want to use AI because most of their work orders were written had a lot of pen and paper in hand, right? So like everybody scribbles a little different. And he said, he was confident that AI couldn't absorb that data. So I remember our CEO sat down with him and he showed him, he's like, okay, let's take a look. Let's test out the AI. He took a picture of it, uploaded it right away, and the AI read every single scribble on that paper
Wow.
and translated it perfectly. So needless to say, obviously that guy was like, wow, I wonder what else we can do. I think it's like that for most people with AI. Is like once you get that first wow moment, you're just like, okay, let's see what else we can do with this thing. And that's the beauty of it. Is if you're excited to use it, you're gonna find different ways to use it, and that's what matters.